What if I told you? A skinny, flute-playing philosopher king took on almost all of Europe and won. Surrounded, outnumbered, supposed to be crushed, but instead, he became the Great. This is the insane story of Frederick the Great, the warrior, king who turned Prussia into a military machine and changed Europe forever. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why Napoleon said he was a genius, and why his enemies feared him more than death. Before he was the Great, Frederick was a terrified boy. His father, Frederick William I of Prussia, the soldier king, despised weakness. He wanted a brutal warrior son. But young Frederick loved music, poetry, French philosophy. He played the flute. His father beat him, publicly humiliated him. Even executed Frederick's best friend right in front of him after a failed escape attempt. That trauma forged something inside him. Frederick learned one lesson: power is survival. When his father died in 1740, Europe expected a soft intellectual king. They were wrong. The moment he took the throne, Frederick saw opportunity. The Austrian Empire was vulnerable. A young woman, Maria Theresa, had just inherited the throne. Europe doubted her. Frederick invaded. He struck first, seizing Silesia, one of the richest provinces in Europe. This launched the War of the Austrian Succession. It was bold, aggressive, risky, but Frederick's army moved like lightning. Disciplined infantry, precision drills, iron discipline. He won. Prussia was no longer a minor state. It was a rising predator. Now comes the part that should have destroyed him. In 1756, Europe formed a coalition to crush Prussia. Austria, France, Russia, Sweden, Saxony, almost the entire continent. This was the 7 Years' War, arguably the first global war. Frederick faced armies larger than his own. Enemies on multiple fronts, economic collapse, constant invasion. At the Battle of Rosbach, he smashed a French-Austrian army twice his size. At Leuthen, he executed one of the greatest battlefield maneuvers in history, a masterclass in oblique order tactics. But then, Russia invaded. Berlin fell. Prussia was on the brink of annihilation. Frederick even considered suicide. And then, the miracle of the House of Brandenburg. The Russian Empress died. Her successor admired Frederick and pulled Russia out of the war. Prussia survived. Not just survived, it endured. When the war ended in 1763, Frederick still held Silesia. He had stared into the abyss and refused to blink. But Frederick wasn't just a war machine. He corresponded with Voltaire. He promoted religious tolerance. He reformed the legal system. He encouraged agriculture and education. He called himself the first servant of the state. He modernized Prussia's bureaucracy and strengthened its economy. Under him, Prussia became a European great power. Even Napoleon Bonaparte later studied his campaigns obsessively. Frederick proved something radical. A ruler could be both philosopher and warrior, culture and cannon fire, music and muskets. Frederick laid the foundation for what would later become Germany. His military reforms influenced Europe for generations. His idea of a disciplined, merit-based, state-shaped modern governance. But here's the real reason he matters. He showed that small nations can survive, even dominate, through strategy, discipline, and sheer willpower. He didn't inherit greatness. He built it under pressure, under fire, under siege. If this story fired you up, if you believe leadership is forged in adversity, if you respect rulers who gamble everything and win, then hit like so more people discover the legends history tried to bury. Comment below, was Frederick truly the Great or just lucky? And subscribe now, because next time we're diving into another ruler who changed the world with steel and strategy. History isn't boring. It's war, ambition, genius, and survival. And you're just getting started.